Steady. What did you see? Anything?
It was one of those games where we were super frustrated at the end of the game, super frustrated. But then when you watch the tape, it was a little better than what you imagined. I think that's just emotions of everybody, fans, the coaches, the players, everybody. I mean, we're just, you know, trying to get things back on track. The first minute in 38 seconds could have had at least one. Start of the second half I thought was okay. Created some chances. But just can't get that one, a little bit of quality, just one thing to drop our way, a little bit of luck, a fortunate bounce, something. So we took it as, again, an opportunity to talk about some things, prime them for the week ahead, which is, more about attacking movements and trying to, expand on ideas, give the players some more tools.
When you discuss expanding ideas, is that like play more free flow and don't think so much, or does it give this some thought?
It's a combination of both. There were some moments where, Obed found himself higher up the field, which we want to encourage. When we extend possessions in their part of the field, can we push the kid forward because he's got good instincts? The assist that he had down in Portland, a couple of times he got forward, the cross he gave to Raul the last game. So those little things we encourage.
Speaking of Raul, how is he doing?
Fine. We modified him today because he had a long flight, but he was in town yesterday and he's in full training and available for selection.
Do you get do you get involved in the mental well-being of a player like that?
Of course. We ask him how he's doing. Obviously it's a family matter and you don't want to pry too hard, but I know he appreciates all the support from his teammates and staff. It's tough when you lose parents.
Speaking of that mental side, forwards and strikers, they can get streaky. For somebody like Eber, where just the ball's not going in, how much do you go in to try to help in that, out of that funk?
Well, not today, but on the appropriate days, we'll do extra finishing with the forwards and try and get them to score more goals in practice, and hopefully that translates into something. But he's an experienced guy. Once the first one drops in, we'll get back at it.
Do you get the sense with the play, like he's obviously been around a long time. I'm sure he's gone through similar types of scoring droughts. Do you have to talk to him about, or do you see any of the mental weight that might be carrying, or is there?
That's one of the blessings that I have the MLS all-time goal and assist leader and coaching staff. He takes care of most of it.
When it comes to Nico playing on the right, he tends to, as the game goes on, gravitate towards the middle. Have you maybe give a thought about just what else could work there other than, of course, Christian coming back?
We've tried Nico here on the left. We're trying him here on the right. Again, my conservative nature and the way I coach, it's been a couple games. Has it been great? Well, no, because we haven't won games. We haven't the performances. The reality is the scoreline. But it hasn't been all bad either. If he scores that goal with his right foot, granted it came off the second action of corner kick and go on to win the game, everybody's going to say Nico had a great game, or thank God Nico's scoring, or different narrative. So there's been some moments there. He's one of the ones that if he moves out of a position and Obed moves forward, or if him and Albert switch because there's a set piece or something, I'm okay with that.
Do you take comfort looking at the film? There was a couple of times where you had triangles on the left and the right. So in this position that you've made in the last position change, you are getting some in the midfield there.
You are getting guys in spots, but just can't find the final pass, the final decision, find a little bit of luck.
Is there comfort in the fact that your strikers are active? right? That they're
Bears wants
lively, they're
Bear wants to score. Freddie, when he came on, shot from distance. Paul obviously likes to score. They're all active. They're all getting after it.
Two stars now for Cody Baker, their right back. What's your analysis of how he's doing, and what can he continue to get better at?
Still a work in progress. Really good defensively. Lockdown defender. He's gonna have a long career in our league. His attacking, his decision making, you guys all see it. I mean, what I will always say about Cody and all young players is, the actual execution of the pass and all that is one part of it, and that's the smaller part of it to me. It's the thought process about where his vision was on the field. Did he understand that moment in the game? Should we slow it down? Should we speed it up? What did he see? Did he see this better pass over here, that option over there? Those are the things we work with on Cody and Reed and Josh and Obed. Just expanding their vision so they can make better decisions.
on Cody, on the corner kicks a couple times. They try to put McGuire on him. What can you talk about his positioning on the corner kicks?
We marked up with him. So
Really?
we have our biggest guys in a zone.
Right.
It's a modified zone. We have a zone block of 4, and then the other guys mark up. So sometimes it's one of our smaller guys against some of their big guys, but that's just the numbers because we put Jackson and Yaimar in the space.
So then, how important is it for him, your younger guys, to understand the positioning there?
It's life or death in the penalty box, Miles.
How do you feel about Jordan Morris today being named to the All-Star team?
Well deserved. He's got 9 goals. I mean, look, he started off well and had a little slump, but that was the whole team. And congratulations to him. It's a good honor.
Speaking of Jordan, there were some reporting about cleaning on his knee or something regarding his knee. Or
They're sharp.
just wanted to know a little bit about it.
He's fine. He's getting some treatment with the national doctors. They're not sending him home, so that's an indication that things are still okay. So we've been in contact with them, and once anything is more serious, we'll let you guys know.
Is the expectation that he's going to be available to play the St. Kitts game, or is that not?
That's what they're hoping for.
When you're assessing or comparing 2 young players like Josh and Obed in determining playing time there, what goes into that, and how do you sort of see that?
Different factors. I mean, look, Obed's on a rise. Josh has had a little bit of a lull. There was an injury that Josh took after he scored that goal. So sometimes the ebbs and flows of young players' confidence goes into that. They're 2 talented young kids. Results again if the team's playing well with one or the other. A lot of different things. Josh has the advantage because he's bigger, good in the air. Obed maybe is a little more attack-minded. So it's always on our minds which one's going to start, which one's going to sit on the bench.
Do you like that?
Last couple for Coach
Do you
Schmetzer,
like the
guys.
idea of having one of them on the field right now?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we need some legs and energy. Those guys provide that for sure.
It sounded initially like Javier Rega's quad strain was pretty serious. Just wanted to know if you had a
That I can
on
update on you on. Yeah, it's a pretty serious one. He did his quad and the tendon 10 weeks, 8 to 10 weeks, somewhere in that range.